What's going on, guys? It's JustHK here, and today I'm back with another video. And as you read by the title and saw by the thumbnail, today I'm going to be teaching you, yes you, how to actually get lower ping on Fortnite no matter what console, platform. Let's say you're on Xbox, PS4, PC, whatever platform you are on. I will give you guys a step-by-step tutorial on how to get the lowest ping possible. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you are subscribed, like the video as well, turn on your post notifications, all that cool type of stuff. I'd appreciate it a ton. And if you have Fortnite opened up right now and your supporter creator code, you're not using anyone, or maybe you don't have anyone in there, make sure you are actually using my code or someone else that you guys actually watch regularly. I don't recommend you guys to just leave that blank. So hopefully you guys are helping out a creator that we spend so much time filming, editing these videos, finding these methods out for you guys. The least you guys can do is help us out. Put in someone's code in there, it'll make their days, trust me guys. With that said, be sure to use code JustHK, and let's carry on with the video. So it's a new season, as you guys know. Chapter 2 season 4 is among us in Fortnite. It brought a ton of Marvel stuff, all this Marvel collab battle pass. It's really cool and all, but obviously with the brand new season coming along, there comes a ton more map changes, a ton more gigabytes added to your actual Fortnite application, on whether you're playing on PC. I said Fortnite, you're playing Fortnite and Fortnite. You're playing on your Xbox, your PS4. You guys have to update your games. Your game's gonna get slower. The ping is gonna drop. You're gonna get freeze frames, all that type of stuff. Now, I'm actually gonna help you guys with this and kind of reduce that factor whenever a new season comes. As you guys do know, they added multiple POIs. They added that Dr. Doom's mansion. All that type of stuff is taking into your frame rate and your ping and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys all the things you need to know to actually make your ping as low as possible. So the very first couple of steps I wanted to actually show you guys is, I do this in all my ping videos for every single season, but we're gonna go over to the Fortnite settings. Now, this is probably one of the main factors you guys need to actually really listen into. So the first one I want to talk about is actually this very first tab. It's the video settings tab. Now, none of these at the very top will do anything regarding your ping and stuff like that, so make sure don't mess with that type of stuff. But down here we got to the advanced graphics part. Now, these are actually important in both ping and actual lagging and all that type of stuff. Make sure, chances are, if you guys have these settings like I do, make sure you have them exactly exactly how I have them. So you guys can see my motion blur is off. What this does, you guys can actually read it. It says some people are very sensitive to motion blur, disable it. So basically what it actually does is, whenever you are going left to right in Fortnite, it'll make the motion smoother, therefore actually taking more pixels and stuff to actually make it look as nice. So you're basically taking up a lot more power and energy for just turning left and right, making it a lot smoother, which you guys don't really want in a battle royale game. You guys are going to be wanting to turn left and right as often as possible in Fortnite. So I definitely recommend to have this setting off, as well as showing FPS. People obviously I see around playing Fortnite, always they'll have their FPS on. Now, I don't keep it on, first of all, because it is an additional it's not HUD, it's HUD. I think people pronounce it HUD. So it's also an additional thing on your HUD, which is obviously on your game while you're playing, so it's taking up additional power to actually keep going, that number going up and down and stuff. So I keep it off, so most of my power actually goes, or that all the ping, all that type of stuff doesn't get affected by just showing me my FPS. I barely even look at my FPS. I don't really need it on my screen when I'm playing, so I keep this off when I just don't play and I'm just like trying to actually grind the game or stuff like that. Now, these two settings, very important, make sure you have them off. Next, we're gonna go down to the very second tab, the actual in-game settings. This one is very straightforward, but once again, some people might not know, and obviously this is like a seasonal video I do, so maybe if you're a new player you didn't know this. Now, the matchmaking region is actually what determines your ping in general. If you guys, chances are, I'm guessing everyone who first got Fortnite was probably on auto, because you know they don't know your location and all that type of stuff. So you guys obviously have to figure that out for yourselves. I'm not going to ask you, call me your location and I'll help you guys. No, please don't do that. You guys can see right now there's actually a number by every single region, as you guys see in NA West, NA East. Actually, NA East doesn't have one, I don't know why, but NA West we got 22 milliseconds. We got Europe in 151 milliseconds. Oceania, you guys see all the numbers right now. Depending on where you actually live, you guys want to actually pick the region with the least amount of numbers. Now the numbers actually translate to the amount of ping you're gonna get. So on a base amount of ping, before we do anything that actually changes your settings and stuff like that, I will be actually getting 22 milliseconds, 22 ping. Milliseconds is actually the one that, like, you know, whenever you press something on your controller, that's how long it's going to take to actually get to the Fortnite servers and actually render in the game. So it should take 22 milliseconds to get to the Fortnite servers. Now obviously make sure you have it on the on the lowest amount of time, because you guys don't want it to be, you know, 154, because it's going to take a long time for your game to render and the ping's going to be super high. So now keep it, I prefer, on your preferred region. Don't put it on auto, because sometimes it will swap back and forth. For me personally, I live in the NA West region. Sometimes whenever I have it on auto, it'll go to NA East and then my ping will go to like 80 or 90, and it's really annoying. So make sure you have it specified in your region. After that, we're gonna go down all the way till we get to this replay section. Now every single video I do on ping, my lag, legitimately anything, so I always go over these actual three settings right here. Now recording replays, you guys can read it for yourselves. I'll just read it for you guys as well. When on, replays are recorded and stored after each match. Recording replays can reduce performance and take up hard drive space. Now you guys, as you do know, this replay system has been in the game for several seasons now, and some of you have had the game for longer than, I don't know, who knows, but chances are, if you guys have never messed with these settings, they're probably on ever since they did get introduced in the game. And a lot of people really don't use replays unless they are like professional players, seeing what their mistakes was in the game. So if you guys don't use these, turn it off. It's a burden to actually have your software, such as, you know, your Xbox or your PS4, hold all this hard drive space. It's wasting that space as well. You guys can use that space for so many other things, as well as it's not as much of a, you know, an anchor to your ping, so it's not going to really value that. Hopefully you guys have this setting off, and I think with that said, that is basically it on what you can do now in the Fortnite settings. I'm going to go over to the actual your console or your PC settings, all that type of stuff. Obviously I am biased to Xbox, so I am on Xbox, so I'm gonna teach you guys, if you are on your Xbox, this is what you want to do, because this is gonna be you know, step by step of what I do basically. So now going on to the Xbox settings, we're gonna press the Xbox home screen right now, as you can see. Then we're gonna actually go down over to the settings right here. We're gonna press settings. Now if you're on PS4, on your phone, you guys can go to your phone settings. You guys can go to your PS4 settings. PS4 is going to be the most like Xbox and how I actually explain this. Now, the first thing I want you guys to actually go to down is, I believe, your Blu-ray right here. So devices and connections. I believe if you guys have a PC, this is going to be insignificant to you. So this is mainly just for PS4 and Xbox. Go to your actual Blu-ray settings, and I don't know how it's going to look like for PS4, but there's an option right here for Xbox. It says persistent storage. We're basically going to want to delete every persistent storage because we don't really need it. This depends on how long you've had your console. So I'm going to clear my persistent storage about 4 times. I believe that's what really, like, you know, sets it. I stay in this like little home screen for 2 or 3 seconds until like it officially renders, and after that I'm ready to get into all the type of stuff where I need to change so, you know, I get low ping. Now the main aspect on what you are going to be changing is going to be in your network settings. And before I head into the network settings, I'm going to very greatly recommend you guys actually get an Ethernet cable. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a cord that connects from your wireless router all the way to your Xbox, PS4, PC, and it makes your lag, your ping, a lot lower than it would if you guys are just using wireless Wi-Fi. I'm actually going to press on my network settings right now. You guys, it should take some time to load, but we're good. You guys can see I do have a wired connection. Now, you guys can buy these Ethernet cables for like $7 on Amazon. Super cheap. And yeah, I believe I made a video all about them a while back. It was actually pretty long ago. So if you guys want to check my channel out, see what the best actual wired connection is, I think I have it in that video, but I just want to get straight to the point in this one because this is about Fortnite ping. Now, if you have a wired connection, great. If you don't, that's totally fine. We're still gonna get into all the steps, but I'm telling you right now, the wired connection is probably the biggest aspect when it comes to your lagging, your ping, and everything like that. Now, after this, you have your wired connection or don't. We're gonna actually go down to, I believe it is advanced settings. I'm sorry, I don't know why it took me so long. I'm gonna cover the right side of the screen. As you guys know, it's like, you know, it'll show your IP address, all that type of stuff. So we're not showing that. Anyways, we're gonna actually go down to, I believe, the alternate port selections. We're gonna press this right now. You guys will see that my port's not gonna be the same as your port. It might be, it might not be. It's totally fine though. You guys want to go down to actually press manual, and since I've already done this step and I don't need to do it, you guys just, you know, it's not gonna look the same for me, not gonna look the same for you. So basically, you guys are gonna want to go all the way down. As you can tell, this is the very top of the actual page. We're gonna scroll down till we get to the very last number. Now, you guys don't want to click the last number. You want to click the number before the last one right here. So personally, since I already did it, and this is technically the second to last number, the 51800 in on my list, I clicked it, and I'm not gonna change it, revert it back to the original. Now, for you guys, if this is your first time changing your port selection, make sure you are changing it to your second to last one. You guys, I don't know why this actually helps, but my friend really recommended it to me, and my Wi-Fi has not crashed or anything like that, and my ping has gone tremendously lower by this only. Now, press your second last one right here. So let's say that this was my first time. I would click 51658, but I'm not gonna do that. You guys click that though, press continue, and it should obviously say your connection's good, whatever, stuff like that. Now we're gonna go back. We're gonna go over to the DNS settings. Now the DNS settings are actually one of, I believe, you know, you guys can really alternate with this. This is all depending on your region. Keep that in mind. Now the DNS settings right here are you guys can obviously Google the best DNS settings or servers in your actual region and that type of stuff. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys. Hold up, I gotta search up some DNS servers, and I'll be right back when I actually have them. Alright, now I put in a DNS right now, and I'll go over a couple of them depending on where you live. Be sure to actually try all of these out if you guys really want to find the best DNS server that works for you. So personally, I do live in the NA West region, and these are going to actually help me out. So if you live somewhere in the US, chances are these will be better than the original base server that you guys are normally on. Now, I actually put in the Google DNS server, and this is actually just 8.8.8.8. So 4 8s. Then I press the button with the 3 lines to go to my secondary DNS, and then this one is 8.8.4.4. Now, you guys can put this in with your own will, but keep in mind, I do live in the NA West region, so you guys that live in the NA East, or maybe in the UK, maybe in Australia, I don't know where you guys live, of course. So you guys can search it up, like best DNS server for the state you live in, or the city you live in, or stuff like that. I can't really influence you guys on this too much, but if you live in the NA West region, that area, I'd recommend using this Google server, of course. Now, there's other servers you guys can use. I don't want to, you know, tell you guys all of them and stuff like that. There's also the Cloudflare one, which is 1.1.1.1 for the primary one. Let's go back to primary. For this one, it would be 1.1.1.1, and then for the secondary, this one right here would be 1.0.0.1. So you guys can try that one as well, but I don't want to get too into depth with this one because you know, it's all depending on your region, area, and whatever actually works with your Wi-Fi and stuff like that. So I don't want to get into that. That's your personal thing. You guys got to figure out. You guys search up DNS servers, but I gave you the idea. Change your DNS server. It helps a major amount. Now after that, you guys can see we're back on the home page, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. You guys, if you want to see your before and after, you guys can obviously press test network speed and stats, and this would actually, you know, determine however much faster you guys got. So if you guys want to do that, be sure to do that at your own will. But with that said and all done, and like it's over, I don't want to stretch the video out anymore. I give you guys an in-depth understanding on how to actually lower ping on your Xbox, your PS4, hopefully PC. You do understand you guys can change your DNS server on your phone. Even I believe you can change a DNS server. You guys just, you know, you have a different approach to it. You have a different settings bar, as obviously you're not on an Xbox, you're on your phone, so it's gonna be different, along with PS4 and stuff like that. So hopefully if you were on another platform, you understood that, and yeah, they had the same settings on yours. I'm gonna wrap it up right now. I don't want to waste your guys' time. Time is a virtue. So with that said, it's been your boy JustHK. I love each and every single one of you. I'm out. Peace.